What if Ruby was Akainu's daughter? Part 1. We start this with as Ruby is basically wearing a white, marine coat as she's heading towards a ship. Now this ship looks nothing like, the regular marine ships. Instead of it being, the average greenish bluish color like the Navy, it has red and black. As she gets on board, as we see a fishman with just nothing but like a cap on and black shorts. So, Captain, where to? Fang. As it is a shark fishman, we're heading here as she places the, bounties down in front of him. Very well. Should I give the others? No. I told them that we were having a break. This mission will just be me and you. But won't they get a little bit mad at you, Ruby? As she turns to Fang. Never mind, I'll set sail right away. As the sails let down, as the wind starts to carry off. You know the other crewmates are going to get mad, Captain Ruby. We'll only be out for a few days. We'll be back before their little rest time is up. Do I make myself clear, Fang? Crystal clear, ma'am. Just steering the ship is my job. You're an excellent fishman and an excellent helmsman. Well, I appreciate the compliment. After all, you gotta know the waters if you swim in 'em. As Ruby just sits in a chair, how long will it take us to arrive at one of our target's locations? Given by the estimated report that you have here in front of me, give or take, maybe a few hours. That should do. Ruby, if I may ask, why did you hire me? As Ruby looks over, why did I hire you onto the the pirate assassination unit? Squad. Yeah. One, you're an excellent helmsman. And you're pretty skilled in combat, especially in and out of water, and with fishman karate. As he smiles, well, that is surely right. But there has to be another reason why you chose me, ma'am. You had one skill that was really useful towards that would be beneficial towards this crew part of the Marines. And what may that be? As she looks over towards Fang. One, you have the best, ship guiding helm skills in the Navy. I have watched you helm quite a few ships around for the Navy. You've had excellent ways of navigating around waters, even certain terrains, whirlpools, even storms. So you're a highly recommended pick for a helmsman. I see. Well, I do appreciate the compliment, ma'am. But, were these, papers sent by the Fleet Admiral? They were. I still think we should have brought the rest of the crew, ma'am. This is my ship and I give the orders. After all, we already did a major mission last time. We can't risk doing another at the moment, so we're doing some small jobs for the Fleet Admiral. Very well. Now I have a question for you, Fang. Okay, ma'am, tell me right away. As he spins the steering wheel of the helm. As they're going through the current of the waters. Why did you join the Marines? Why did I join the Marines? Well, that's a complicated story there. Truth be told, A Marine saved my life a while back, when I was just a little fish man. So I tried to join the Marines as a kind of a way to repay them. Well, with my fighting skills and all that, I managed to join the Marines. Although I was looked down upon for being a fish man. Really, not every ship was an easy one to be aboard. Then what would you say the easiest ship you would be aboard without discrimination? Truth be told, it has to be yours, Captain. And why do you say that? 1. Everyone here has at least a little bit of secrets. And, well, in a regard, are shunned by the Navy. You say shunned like it's just a simple word. In a sense, it is, ma'am. After all, I haven't gone home to Fishman Island in so long. Well, at least to know your opinion on things. Well, I do appreciate it, Captain Ruby. But I am more interested in your devil fruit out of all things. Your paramecia type. Rose fruit. What about it? You can turn your body into roses, correct? Yes. Combined with my ability of observation, armament, and conquerors, I'm able to even dodge attacks with them. I've got a question. Can you turn other things into, well, roses? I've not yet awakened my devil fruit. I can turn an object, but that's about it. Noted. Well, anyway, we should be approaching the area in about 2 hours, if the wind keeps up like this. Good work. I'll come out when you're ready. For when we land. Of course, Captain. As Ruby seemingly walks down into the captain's quarters of the ship. As she goes to sit down, and there are files laying out on her table. Each of them is a member of the Marines Marines that are under her control. As we got Caroline the sniper. Then we got Vic the mechanic, like the repairman. Those are 2 of the files. Caroline the sniper. As we get a bit of a flashback, as Ruby was on a mission hunting down a pirate, as she was about to finish the pirate off while he was trying to escape, as a sniper bullet went straight flying from a very long distance, hitting the pirate directly in the head. As she looks over, as she was in the farthest building, very far off in the corner of the island, as she had sniped it from there, on the tallest building from there. And this was a very big island, bear in mind. Ruby immediately knows that a sniper with that skills definitely deserves at least some recognition. As she was one of the Marines that works under her. And then, Victor. Victor, the mechanic, repairman, was a very good repairman on building naval ships. He was one of the best Marine building ships out there in Marineford. But of course, this would go noticed by Ruby and the fleet admiral because of his ability to repair and make ships. As Ruby also took note and did a little bit more research, as he had the devil fruit of, a crocodile. A Zoan type. As he could turn himself half to a crocodile, fully into a crocodile, and just basically use crocodile limbs, essentially. But he's very good with helm work. Or, well, not helm work, but repairing and ship work. As we see Ruby just sitting on one of his ships he's working on. Another flashback. So, Victor, tell me, how do you make such good ships in short amount of time? As he gets up and looks at Rose. Who are you? I am Ruby. Ruby? What, like a gem? As he just keeps hammering in nails. Yes. But, tell me, how do you get this done? And I know you're skilled. Why do you want to know? I'm currently putting a team together by the Fleet Admiral's orders. I am curious if you're interested. Why would I be interested in joining a marine ship? I simply do repairs and build marine ships. This should have nothing to do with me. As he finishes nailing in place, as she throws like a little knife at, well, Victor, as he quickly raises his hand as the scales block the knife. If you were just a regular person with a Zoan type and would have no abilities to dodge or even block a simple knife like that, I even hid my presence. You're more than what you let on, Victor. You have trained to use your devil fruit. So what? Do I need to take you out? As he transforms his arm into a, gator claw. Please, as she jumps down in front of him, I would tear you to shreds. As she gives him a, letter. Consider this an invitation to my ship. Before she seemingly just disappears into roses. As he looks at the letter before opening it. Welcome aboard the special unit of pirate hunters or assassins. You will be the ship's repairman. As he looks at the letter. Fine. Because I got a feeling if I refuse, it's not going to end well with me. As the ship docks, as Ruby hears the ship docking, as she comes out from the captain's quarters, and she gets above, Captain, it seems like we've arrived. Yes, Victor. Do you have any clue where the pirates locate at? Well, I was going to ask around since I don't look like a marine. But if I had to guess, take a look at the ship over there. As they take a look over the ship, as it's the ship of the pirate they were coming to, take care of. Well, let's get to it. As she jumps off the ship, as well as Fang. So where to, Captain? He's probably not going to be on the ship. He's going to be somewhere in town, most likely. Then we'll just have to look. As they start to walk into town, as they're walking by a few people, as they hear an explosion. Are there any marine ships in the area? No, ma'am. The current most nearest marine ship is about an hour out. Noted. We'll deal with the problem ourselves then. As they walk towards it, as apparently this bank is being robbed by the very pirates that had, Ruby was after. As she would pull out her weapon, as she would fire it, easily taking out like 2 of these pirates. As we see the captain, as he's like, Marines? As we see Fang just easily, fishman karate a couple of the pirates. Yeah, you bet. As he orders, men, get them! As they would rush, as Ruby would simply use her scythe and simply taking out several of the pirates, slashing their chests, cutting their legs, shooting. Fang was simply using fishman karate. He would bite one of their shoulders and fling him at another pirate. As the captain sees this, I need to get away. As he sees that his men can't deal with it. As he's trying to get away, Ruby uses one of the, well, pirates as like a stand as she aims Crescent Rose. As someone tries to, well, hit her from behind, as she simply turns, well, her torso into rose petals as the fist would go through her, as she would then just kick the man in the head, sending him backwards. As then she would fire, getting a direct headshot on the captain who was trying to flee, before dropping the pirate she was using to holster Crescent Rose. As she looks over and sees that Fang had just finished dispatching of the other pirates. Very good work, Fang. Now let's proceed. We have another target to get to, and I'd prefer if we have it done today. Of course, ma'am. After all, as he spits out something, as having been a little bit of blood after buying one of the pirates. These guys are nothing but small fries. You sure these were actual pirates we really need to concern about? The fleet admiral wanted them gone, so I'm simply getting rid of them. He also asked if I knew anything about the whereabouts of the Straw Hat. The Straw Hat pirates? No one has seen them for a while. I know. My father apparently wants to get rid of the Straw Hat. Well, there's nothing to do about it now, since their whereabouts are unknown. Fair point. So let's get back to the ship. As they are seemingly walking back to the ship, as Ruby stops by the Captain Pirate's body. As Fang stops and looks, what is it? Simply grabbing something as proof. So she basically takes, well, a certain made sword by the pirate. Now, this pirate is she would take it and they would head back to their ship to go on to the next target. And that is the end of What If Ruby Was Akainu's Daughter, Part 1. Make sure to like and subscribe for more.